Alright, so we're back with some more Astria Ascending. Last time, we more or less farmed up. We did a few quests. We did quite a few of the hunts as of last time. But, yeah, we're still in the Gemini Temple for the time being. I'm thinking we're at the point where we should be able to press on a bit more now, since, through the quest and whatnot, we did a little bit of farming in the meantime. So we're a lot better off than what we originally came in here with.
I'm ready.
So this should go better for us. Shit, whether or not it will, you know, there's all that's always the thing, isn't it? Just want Omni-Force? No, because those guys negated. Right. We can just throw it all into our light damage for this guy. That wasn't enough to kill? Really? I don't believe
Fire.
Ready.
Negates all of our weaknesses, not the person fortune.
Let me help.
Oh, right, that wasn't the button that I pressed.
I'm fine.
This ends now.
So much damage. I guess it doesn't really matter what we end up using on here. We're gonna negate most of it anyways. We can just consume and then we can just revive you, which is probably what we'll end up doing.
Let's see. Like that.
Man, you've got a grip, but of course it negates it, so it doesn't really matter.
All yours.
Just want to make sure our Dark Knight's up so that way
Just
they
took a
actually
break.
get the XP. You shouldn't be one-shotting
ends
anybody
now.
there, always helpful.
Hiya!
Still not enough to hit.
Thunder.
You
Ready.
nullify lightning? Okay,
Yes.
well that would have been a helpful
Let me
one.
help.
Just
All
make sure he
yours.
doesn't drop anybody
Here
before
we
we just
go.
end up killing him.
This ends now.
Alright, get out of here. You're still alive. Really, 47% HP.
None
Really.
as tough as a demigod.
So it still takes us a little bit of time to kill, but really we're not in like a huge danger anymore, unlike when we originally
Let's
came
do
in here.
this.
When we originally came in here, man, it was not great, that's for sure. But thankfully, after doing a few of the quests, a few of the hunts, we're finally in a bit of a better position.
Light. Excuse me. Ugh.
This ends now.
Thankfully, he's a bit tankier now. Always helpful. Got a nice crit there. I love to see.
Let's see.
It still wasn't enough to.
Like that.
They're all so weak. They're just barely hanging on by a thread.
Ah.
We got the guard ability on our captain now, so now she can step in front of attacks when they're under half health, which is really nice. Just helps make sure that they're gonna end up staying alive for longer.
All yours. Here we go. I'm
We did
fine.
get our upgraded
This ends
heal,
now.
our upgraded AoE heal at that, so everybody's looking through attacks much easier. And basically full heals everybody at its current rate.
Fire.
Like, we can deal with these guys relatively easy now, it just takes a bit longer because of how
Getting
tanked up
stronger and
they are,
stronger.
just from being within this area, I guess. I don't know, it feels like their stats are really
Mission complete.
increased when we got into the temple here. Probably go ahead and pop a few healers. I guess I should have went back to the shop and bought some more potions and whatnot, because we are running out of some stuff here. We have so many regular potions. I mean, we're up to like 75 on that. I guess it makes sense though, when you could just run through the sewers and just insta-kill everything. If only they sold for any good amount of money, that'd be...
Focus. I'm ready.
We're very close to getting, I think it's level 3 Omni Light Magic on our White Mage there, and then we'll be able to clear out these undead enemies much faster. That might get him. Oh, it's close. Not close enough, though.
Whoops.
Omni Swords.
Fire.
Ready.
We can use weight, but it's only gonna hurt the one person since everybody else negates it, because of course. That wasn't even enough to kill him, man. It looks like our white mage is in a bit of a problem here, but we just got the heal, and even if we didn't get it, unless the more rock guy down there ended up using his Omni magic, nobody would have been able to attack our white mage there, so I wasn't too worried about that.
Fire.
Our dark mage dying to the strong hit, though, that was kind of concerning. The fact that it did as much damage as it did. A little bit ridiculous how much it did, honestly. We haven't gone down yet, we've only gone up top here. Is there a reason for that? I'm just not remembering. Because I know we went down before and then we ended up coming back up
I'm ready.
for whatever reason.
Light.
Thankfully, he didn't use the Omni there, so our tank was able to eat that for him.
Hiya!
Such good damage.
Fire.
Enough to kill off the undead guy. Not much we can really do there. Go ahead and just throw out a heal just in case,
Thank
even though
you.
he should be
Let me
moving
help.
next, in which case it won't matter.
All yours. Here we go.
Everybody's back to fully HP, so we really do, like, the fight's free at this point. It's just wearing him down to the point of actually being able to kill him here. I don't even remember what your guys' weakness is. I mean, dark seems like it'd be neutral at best, but, you know, just maybe. It was neutral as expected. Water, maybe?
Water.
No, although we did get our supplement proc, so we can
Water.
use it yet again.
Ready.
I mean, I guess we have nothing better to do. We can always attempt this game. Weak to Earth. Okay, yeah, you know, I wouldn't have expected that one. Especially since, you know, they use all the wind magic and whatnot. Why would they be weak
I'm
to
ready.
Earth? But no, apparently that's what it says.
Light.
You're really gonna live with like 1 HP left every time, man. And I can't just use a regular attack because otherwise it's gonna get nullified.
Great work.
Well, we went up for a reason, so I guess I'll keep following this top path here. At least for the time being. I remember we set up a few things within
It's
the
battle
temple.
time.
I don't remember if they're actually active as of the moment, but I do remember activating some mechanisms within the temple here. take so much damage.
Excuse me?
Thankfully, I don't have to worry about his HP too much because none of these guys should have AoEs, really. Use our light attack here, get some good damage on him. And strangely enough, I think the spear dudes were weak to water for whatever reason. I mean, I'll take it. It's just kind of strange based on their look. They missed both of them, but hit the one guy that negates it? Come on, man. We need those.
I'm fine. I'm ready.
Okay, we need those. Use our tsunami. I think it will actually heal the undead guy, which is kind of annoying. The other two, though, I believe are weak, in which case I might actually use our white. And it did. You know, probably worthwhile. That's just kind of annoying.
Go. Fire.
Nice, we rolled into our fierceness there. Not really much our tank can do here at the moment.
All yours.
Go ahead and revive our Dark Knight so that way they get
Just
this
took a
XP
break.
here.
This ends now.
Took that one straight to the face and still looked beautiful. We use fire or light here, so it doesn't really matter which one we choose. Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
Feeling good.
Alright, so this door is going to take us over to this area, which is going to take us to that door, which takes us to that door, which brings us all the way back over here to this door, which doesn't actually appear to do anything for us. It's not saying there's any chest, at least in this area, that we can get, but it looks like we could still use some levels,
I'm
unfortunately.
ready. Light. Excuse me?
I guess just use Omni-Force, since it should at least have, what, 3 of these guys here, since 2 of them are going to negate it. Now we want actually Omni-Tall them, because that'll work on the 2 magic guys, and I'll really get rid of those guys if possible.
Let's see. Yes! Whoop.
Even without being blind, we still manage to miss some on the wave attack. That's always kind of annoying.
Light.
I don't
Excuse
think
me?
blind actually factors in for magic and whatnot, so I believe we're free to just attack with our mages even when we're blind. I want to say it applies to
ends
physical attacks only. That should kill off 3 of them here.
Whoops.
Except for, you know, when they miss. You should be able to clean up the last of these guys with the full
None as
focus.
tough as a demigod.
Now we're back over here. Nothing else we necessarily need up here. Our points looking not bad. I believe I had to drop my statue here to make it so I could get over. Looks to be the case.
Focus on the battle.
I remember when we originally came into this temple and then we would see this set up and we would just immediately run away from it. Man, that was some terrible times, but you know what? It's alright now. Now we're at least slightly better off with dealing with it. Wow, that really hit for 756 damage. Wow, okay, you crit. Oh, that's
This ends
So,
now.
so you crit on that one, huh? Come on, man. Go ahead and Omni haste, so maybe we can get the heal off before everybody dies.
Ready.
you know, our tank won't die, but everybody else that's basically useful at this point will. I can actually use Overcome here, and it'll remove everybody's weaknesses. So that way, ideally, nobody should die as a result. Of course, I did make my tank weak to everything else, which is kind of an interesting drawback. But we're living right now. Wow, okay, that just, you know, hit for 878 damage. Yeah, okay. You might actually be dead as a result of that. You're not, thankfully. You have no mana, though, so you're almost as useless as our tank right now. That's fine. Everybody's really got mana, except for you, basically. We definitely want Omni-Fire here.
Fire.
That's a lot of damage. Guess maybe keep using Overcome, just keep getting rid of our team's weaknesses for the time being. Of course, our tank's gonna be weak, which is gonna make her harder to tank stuff. Okay. Of course, we can just heal her back full of that, so that's not too bad.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem when they crit on a strong hit. Yeah, that's like, of all the people I wanted to keep alive too, that he was certainly up there. That's not great. Okay. As you can see, we still have a little bit of an issue with a fight like this. Oh, thankfully you get the immediately move. That should clear out at least 3 of you here. Cleared out 4 of you, and we've only got you left. Oh, you're so dead.
Water.
Alright, even with all the just nonsense that went on right there, we were still able to live. It was certainly closer than I would have liked. I mean, I'll definitely say that, but we did live. I don't really remember the meaning for that door, except it's more of like a shortcut to get back where we were. You know what? Let's go back to the shop and buy everything out, shall we? More or less. Oh, come on. Every time, because it reorients the screen so that when you're walking the way you think you would want to go to, they actually reverse it on you. So now we're actually back within the city. I want to say we bought all the weapons within here at this point, but we'll go ahead and take a quick look at it. Wouldn't mind more confused rings, could always use more. As for just here, we got going on here. Alright, looks like we bought everything out here-wise. We're really coming here for, like, actual items, but, you know, just make sure we're up to date on all our weaponry here. Alright, mana, absolutely. Give me, like, 7 of these. Man, these are expensive. Maybe like 10 of these. Probably give me another 10 of these. Life cores, could always use more of those. We'll probably just buy one of every ore just to say that we've gotten. Is everything? Yes, everything is everything.
Go ahead.
Man, these are expensive.
Go ahead.
And I think only the Alchemist class can actually use them as well, so... And they do actually use them. There's some skills that help you preserve them, but eventually you're going to end up losing some, which is unfortunate. Alright, we spent absolutely all of our money there. You know, that's a pretty normal thing for us at this point, so I'm not too worried about it. we're pretty well off, so we shouldn't have to go back there. At least I would hope within this episode, but you never know. I'll probably take care of these enemies, and then we'll go back down the path I was thinking we were going to. On the MP here. I mean, thanks for that. He just gave me back MP. Interestingly enough, our free explorer skill didn't actually kill this guy. So he's actually still a high enough level to not immediately die to us. I think he dodges just about everything else, so the idea there was used to use the Cosmo Break to more or less guarantee that we ended up hitting him. I still didn't know if that was actually going to work out the way that it did, but it did. And the reason we really wanted to do that because he's worth 20 SP, which is probably about like 5 to 6 fights worth generally, so definitely a nice little bonus for us there. I probably should save the maxed out Earth for Chronomancer there. That way he can ideally take out these 2 wind users. I forgot they're all actually weak to Earth, so that actually works out fantastically.
Thank you. Let me help.
That should at least kill off the undead there. The other 2 are just gonna barely live. That might take out our white mage, which would be kind of annoying. It didn't. Why did the other one hit so much harder then? Ow. Aren't you guys immune to this? Ah, right. Well, you know, it was bound to happen at some point.
None as tough as a demigod. Nice job.
Oh, come on now. There we go. Alright, so we want to keep the bottom path here, just keep straight down to the bottom. Although it looks like there's a door down that bottom area we haven't actually gone through so far.
Stay alert.
Did get the preemptive strike as a result of that. Kind of annoying that they're all weak to different things would make life a lot easier if they weren't. But can't have things too easy now, can you?
Whoops.
And you managed to miss some stuff too. Come on, man.
Let's see.
I don't think we can actually get supplement or fierceness off the Omni magic skills on our Chronomancer, although I'm not entirely sure of that.
Light. Excuse me? Ugh.
I could use Omniforce, but it's only gonna hurt like 2 of them. It might be better just to knock some of these guys out here. Well, we know this works on you, so you should be dead. There it is. Yeah, we know you guys are weak to Earth, so those 2 should definitely be dead.
Ready. Like
He
that.
really lived. Just barely, but he
It's over.
lived.
Focus on the battle. I'm fine. Oh, I'm ready. Light.
You
Excuse
get the
me?
general idea of what we're going for here. Just a lot of AoE and a lot of weakness AoE, if at all possible. Easier said than done, naturally, but,
This ends now.
you know, we'll make it work.
Whoops.
damage, not good enough. Our tank should be covering for our healer, so he shouldn't die here.
Let me help.
We'll throw out an
All
Omni
yours.
here just in case, in which
Here
case
we
the
go.
entire party's gonna be fine here, unless he gets outright one-shot, which thankfully was not the case.
This
Why are
ends
you
now.
guys just so fast?
Whoops.
How do you keep missing? Oh, this should wipe out quite a few of them here. Or, you know, the entire set. Alright, that'll work. We should be getting pretty close on a good amount of SP here, so let's take a look if there's anything we can actually grab. I do want Omni Provoke, and we do actually have enough for this. A +3. Agility, you're going to be taking hits anyways. Evasion, you're going to be taking hits. Accuracy, apparently you just can't hit for anything, so you know, that doesn't sound too bad. It's going to be a minute before we can get that Omni though, which is kind of unfortunate. Oh really? We're 3 off from that? Well, we'll have to make sure to grab that before we do any crazy fights or anything along those lines. Oh, we're so close on crest too. Come on, man. We're just barely off on like everybody that I really wanted to see get stuff. Finally got third to overpass. 20% chance to absorb damage even if you're weak against it, or they can nullify resist. Beautiful. Our alchemist here. We're really just trying to grab like anything. We want the crystals though, that much I remember. Eden, we're saving on you because you still need us to beat this Astria, the Gemini Astria, even though we've beaten it 2-3 times now, something like that, if I remember correctly. Yet we don't actually have access to it just yet. Awkward. I believe this is what I was thinking of when I said we had set something up. Maybe those first 3 were always like that, and then when we set up the 4th one here, it allowed it to get high enough to where we could actually get on top of those. There's still a door up there that we're missing, although something tells me we'll meet it sooner or later. Oh, okay then.
Let's do
Yeah,
this.
right. Just throw me right into a fight. Yeah, good luck.
I'm ready.
Although with this fight, depending on how much SP we get, we might be able to get Echo's Omni, like good light magic, which would be great.
Whoops.
How do you miss so much? What? I'm gonna have to give you accuracy at this rate.
Ready.
You miss so often.
Like that.
We knew the water was gonna heal the undead, but I figured hitting 2 for a weak point and the healing 1 that was already not even that hurt to begin with was worth it.
Let me help.
We need a heal. Well, you definitely need a
All
heal. I was
yours.
like, well, we could attack through this
Here we
way.
go.
And then I saw this man actually at 0 HP and was like, you know what? Never mind. Wow, the damage.
Whoops.
We're able to kill off one of them there. So we could just use the Omni Ground. That should clear out the other guy while still giving us a weakness on the undead. I guess we can throw taunts out there just to potentially save our Chronomancer right here.
I'm ready.
Especially when I press the wrong button. But thankfully you decided to
ends
not even
now.
attack him anyways.
Yes.
Our Dark Knight is out of mana, so they can't really do much for us here.
Fire.
No supplement or fierceness, huh? Alright. Trolling a little bit.
Too late.
Do a little trolling around here. mean, sure, you can hit my tank of all people, that's fine. I gotta get my mana back one way or another, so we may as well use this while we're in combat here. Get just a little bit of mana.
Fire.
That's all well and good. How much SP? 3 SP. Alright, I believe that's actually enough. We know that's not enough for you. That should be enough for you. Yeah, literally just enough. Now we actually have good Omni light magic. Of course, it being Omni as well allows me to hit everyone with it, which is just beautiful. Still working on Deja Vu. That one's going to be a minute. But when we get it, it's going to be beautiful. Dresses is real close. We have 435 on Kaden. And whenever Kaden gets access to those skills, it's going to be beautiful. Until then, no chests throughout this area. How interesting. This next area has one for us, though. Also has a teleport
I
for
thought for
us.
sure Seryn and her group would be here waiting for us. But we must have missed them. Wonder what's inside.
Omni Panacea. Oh, that's beautiful. Please tell me that's going to show up in the shop. Oh, that'd be so beautiful. Finally being able to get rid of the status effects on everyone instead of one at a time. It feels like it's so late into the game to finally be showing it. Alright. Wind direction versus... What? Okay. Alright, so I guess we get to play a little bit of a mini game going on here, a little bit of puzzle mini game. Sure. It looks as though I can actually interact with this one a bit more. We want the fire, I believe, that will get rid of this one. Can we drop the statue on this? We can, although I guess we don't necessarily need to. Alright, fair enough. There's probably something else I'm missing in here, but for right now I can't see it just yet. I guess it's set like this so that way you can't actually blow it out of the area. That would make more sense. There we go. Alright, that one was a little bit trickier. Had to figure out how exactly to stop the wind and then turn it back on again and whatnot. But we got it regardless. This puts us where exactly? With a whole bunch of other doors. So maybe we don't want to go through this one just yet. Because it's still saying there's like another door or something on this other side though. Although we probably have to access it through this one because of all the other doors it allows us access to. And there is a power over there for us. Alright, what am I looking at? How are we going to make this work here? Does it want me to have both of them in here? Does it want me to switch them? So like this one over here, we stopped that one, so that's in there. Okay, so they were different colored. It's just based on the light, the way it was showing up. There we go. Wow. And that looks like that's going to go ahead and give us access to our yet another one of our powers we can add. You acquired the power of the air ring by pressing R2. A whirlwind will be projected in front of you on. Use it to push objects and crates to help you solve puzzles. Interesting. I can actually use that on my statue. Well, that worked. That put me where? There's a treasure chest behind me? Well, don't mind if I do. And it's a trap chest. Who could have seen this one come? Ooh, it counts as a surprise attack. This could get bad real fast. Hopefully nobody's weak to ice, except for the fact that they just made me weak to ice.
I'm so sorry.
Well, that could not have been more cheeky, but alright. I can't imagine that it took us too far back here.
I thought for sure Sally and her
you
group would be here waiting for
kidding,
us.
dude.
But we must have missed
Whatever, it's not like it's hard to get back to there, but... you know, it's something about it. It just, you know, getting sent into a surprise attack just to immediately get one shot. Just something about it feels kind of cheesy, kind of unfair. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I guess if we wanted to set up for specifically that encounter, we would just grab some armor that nullifies it, assuming any exists. Well, that was lame, but we know how to do this. Hello, game? Stop the wind? There we go. That's just so lame, man. Oh. I'm pretty sure it doesn't take into account our speed differences because of the fact that it considers a quote-unquote surprise attack. Alright, that's another one down. Just took a moment for the game to recognize it, but that's another one down. Yes, yes, give me the power. Wow, power wins, sick. And there we go. Right, just treasure chest. So we got instantly killed last time. Do we have anything that negates water? Well, we already resisted as it is with you. We don't resist it with you, though. I think it's the armor that really changes our resistances here. Well, let's not make ourselves weak to water, shall we? You would resist the water, although they're gonna make us weak to it, in which case, I guess I just won't touch that chest for the time being, because if they're just gonna kill me through making me weak to water immediately, there's not much I can do about it. Since it doesn't look like I have any gear that outright gives me immunity to water damage, that is.
I'm ready.
So now we actually have access to the Omni Light, which I want to try it out. It's not the right play to do it, but it would be interesting. Now let's just use our Cosmic Break. This should more or less clear out 2 of them, and then the undead dude's at full HP anyway, so that doesn't really matter. We'll check out our new Omni magic at some, just not quite. Core soul.
Fire.
We got supplement and we got fierceness. This dude is so
Fire.
good.
Don't underestimate us.
Yeah, so Chronomancer plus whatever his base class was is pretty good. Alright, so we know where that chest is. We can't just grab it though, because apparently we're just gonna get ice nuked if we attempt to do so, which is, you know, not ideal, as you could probably imagine.
We've got this.
Let me help.
Here we go. Omni Light magic. Let's see. Jeez. Just drop the light nuke on us. Beautiful. At least, you know, that finally gives us, or I should say, our light mage a little more offensive capabilities at the very least. forgot those two were gonna negate that, so that wasn't even really worth it. All of them, he's probably not gonna kill all of them, but he'll kill off him at the very least. I guess go ahead and throw a heal to our healer just in case.
Ready for action.
We're not gonna die, for sure.
Light.
Definitely a waste of MP there, although considering our dude just regenerates like infinite amounts of MP at this point, it's really not that much of an issue, the waste of mana on him. Looks like it wanted us to go this way. And it makes a lot more sense now after seeing that. It feels wrong to leave that Jess there. I mean, at least we know where it is, right? So we can eventually get back to it. It's just a matter of actually doing so. So we can't deal with this just quite at the moment, unless I can maybe drop my statue on it and that will like make it enough weight. Even with me standing on it and the statue, that's not enough. Alright, interesting. Looks like something we have to come back to then, if that's the case. Is there any other way down to that area? Not so far, it's showing us. Alright, here we go. Looks like there's something I need to do over here. What exactly that is, I'm not entirely sure, as of just yet. Although I have to imagine that it requires this. I see, yeah. I may or may not have messed it up, because now how am I gonna get... No. Really? There we go. Wind, you good? Apparently I can't use bottom or left. Can I actually not use the wind from this direction? Did I mess this up somehow? I can only use left and up. I can only use up and to the right on this one. Okay, well that would have been a nice thing to know. It's probably going to reset it for us, or not. Okay. And it expects me to be able to fix this how exactly? Right. Wait, can I actually get over to that other side here? It's so dark over here, it's hard to tell. Except now the wind's turned on, so now I can't actually move it into place that I want to as a result. Not knowing at all, that's okay. Turn the wind off, because now I gotta fix this all over again. So that's the yellow that we want. We got the blue. So now we shove the yellow into the hole down there, then we push the blue over, and then yeah. Alright, just had to figure out what game actually for me. Alright, except for the fact that I forgot I can't use the left side. So I need to attempt to push it like this, which thankfully it seems like the developers might have realized that this area is a bit clunky, and thankfully some of these things are being put in position more than you think they would be. Alright, that fixes that. I think it's fine if we leave the air on, because then that'll keep it up. There we go. I don't think the next shot was actually supposed to have that much range, but I think they increased it so it would keep it that way. Now this should set off the wind over there, so now we can actually get back over that way. That makes far more sense why that is. Not sure why they made some areas in here just so dark, but they did, and well, you know, kind of makes things a little more annoying than they should be at times, but that's... Oh, okay. I thought it reset itself. I was like, are you kidding me? It's time? But
Focus! Let me help! Light!
hit him with that lightning. Beautiful. I mean, for not being offensive basically at all, our lightning is just still doing some pretty decent damage here.
This
Gonna
ends
just
now.
barely live through all that, but live nonetheless. If it's only gonna work on the one guy, we may as well just hit him with something that actually does damage.
Yeah.
Just
Ready.
barely gonna live, huh? Every time.
I'm ready!
Can you kill both of them? Oh, you absolutely can. You're not gonna be booby trapped as well, are you? Not from the looks of it. Demoted guard range. Interesting. I guess that's gonna be a thing for us to have to deal with. So there is that chest back there. Once we hit that teleport, we could actually teleport back to the city and then come back to this teleport, and then it should auto-save us right there. We can also save as well. And then I guess we can just keep attempting that chest until eventually we get to a point where it will... where they'll miss somehow or something like that, because I do want to get the chest. I don't know how realistic it is that we end up getting the chest, but I do want to get the chest. We'll use this as an excuse to get our mana back. Can probably check on our skills after all that, because some of us should actually be getting a new skill here. Yeah. Omni-provoke, not quite enough yet. 137, it's gonna be a minute for you, rest here. Oh, you're 5 off from it. Come on, man. 20 off. You should be able to get something here, I think. Omni-force? I mean, force is never bad. It wouldn't let me go this way before, but now it will. Whatever. 444, getting there. Alright, mana's back and everything. Send me back to the temple. Room of intelligence. Well. Room of intelligence. Well, what the game doesn't know is it's probably not going to see some intelligence here in a second. Get out. It's neither here nor there. That's not the one I want to go through. It's the third one over, I guess. Why am I not remembering where the chest is? Oh no, I think I had to push this with the wings, right? Excuse you, push it with the wings? There we go. I guess you have to use it some distance away before the game will recognize it. Alright, so I need people that are like tanky enough to live through this. Do we really have no water resistant armor? That's so weird. I mean, we have water resistant on our tank, which is not surprising. This armor really gives you 2 weaknesses? Man. I mean, it does give you the ability to nullify targets, still. You're neutral to water. I mean, if they're gonna make us weak to water, then we specifically have to have water nullification, right? Unless it overrides nullification, but I don't know if that's right. I mean, they are our tankiest people outside of like Alec there. Although I'm gonna need Echo to heal everybody up after this nonsense, assuming we can live through it.
Focus on the battle! I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
Our tank's almost there. That's like the worst part. Our tank is almost there. Alright, well, looks like we're gonna have to leave that chest for the time being. I wanted to get it while we were here, but clearly the game has no intention of just handing it over to me. So, once we come back with some armor that helps us negate water damage, then we'll be good. Or straight up nullify it. Now, where are we at? It still says we're in the Gemini temple. 95% complete too, so if we were able to grab that chest, we would have finished the entire temple. Feels bad,
It's
man.
the emblem!
The emblem.
I wonder who would leave that just out in the open.
You who have abandoned the Harmelans should now have the strength to defeat the Demigods. Now, go forth!
Oh, we'll see about all of that now.
Let's do this.
You really hit me for 420. Of course you got the insta-kill, of course you did.
All yours!
Well, we'll bring you back.
Just took a break. This ends now.
Man, I remember oh, what you guys are weak to, assuming you're still weak to the things that you were originally. Guardian, Assassin, General. So you got way more HP. You're the lowest HP right now. If that's the case, I guess we'll try and go for you here. You want to happen to be weak to fire.
Whoops.
Neutral, okay. Well, we definitely need to set up haste for sure. We did get the supplement, always beautiful. Decreases everything by 10%. That would make nuking them a lot easier if that would be the case. Looks like we at least got some of the debuffs.
Let's see.
Of course, I don't have the Omni at the moment here, which is annoying in its own right. Yes, we attempt the scan. It always rings up immune whenever we do these, but wow, immune to all status effects basically, huh? Nullify lightning, absorb wind, but you're weak to ground. Every time, man, every time, I'm like, no, why would a flying enemy be weak to the earth? But yeah, no, apparently he's weak to earth. Alright. We eat this. Don't land the assassination. Don't be like that. Omni heal everybody. Okay, so we just want to spam earth damage on the dude up top there. Which thankfully 2 of us actually have, so this guy's gonna be feeling it. And with the Omni, we can nothing. The guy on the bottom actually absorbs it, which is annoying. But overall, not too big of an issue for us. Interesting. We dropped the assassin low enough to the point where he's going to receive guards from the Guardian down there. I guess I should have guessed at that being a thing that was going to happen based off of his name being, Guardian.
Just took a break.
Although, if that's the case, if I just keep spamming him with Omni attacks, eventually he's gonna go down, and he can't guard against Omni attacks, so he will get dropped at some point as a result of that. It's just a matter of when.
Sorry.
Not really sure why that went the way that did, considering, we didn't actually attack anybody that turn with our dude there, unless it counts it for all 4 of our people, in which case that would make more sense, I guess. finally, our tank stepped in and actually tanked some attacks for us.
All
About
yours.
time, really.
Here we go.
This ends now.
You're on focus, so I can't use any focus on you, but that's alright. We were just gonna keep spamming Omniforce anyways. That really did like 1400 damage to my tank, huh? That is disgusting. Well, hopefully we have supplement proc soon enough here.
Ready.
I can't really focus anybody. I can use wave, and that would still hit him. Our tank really doesn't have her Cosmic Break? It seems like it's right there, but okay. You're the only one that needs a heal at the moment, so we'll just throw a potion on you. I wonder if our tank auto-guarding is actually building up her Cosmic Break, because usually she never uses it. That would make a lot more sense if that ended up being the case.
All yours.
I want to use our Cosmic Break on our Light Mage, but he just... I can't afford to right now. I need the healing from him. Everybody's still alive, so everybody's got haste for the time being, which means we can spam these guys with the ground attack, although I have to do it as an Omni, which is going to heal the bottom one a little bit, which is unfortunate, but it will damage two others. We did get the supplement as a result of that, which means we can use Talon again, which should kill off the guy on the top so long as it hits, which it did. That repay did like nothing, maybe because the dude actually died as a result. Well, scan worked once, you wouldn't mind doing that again, would you? You're weak to wind. Okay, fair enough.
I'm ready.
Just keep throwing them heals out, you know?
Here we go.
Just keeping people alive sometimes is good enough. Get over with that sweet, sweet wind damage. Certainly does a lot more than the physical. If we keep using regular arrow, then we can get supplement and we can get fierceness off, so it might actually be better just to hard focus this guy rather than our omnis, which feels wrong, but it seems like that will end up working out the best for us. This dude's living on like less than 1500 health at the moment.
Sorry.
Of course you.
All yours.
Not that it really matters, since we can just insta-res him, and then we need the up our haste yet again anyways, so it's not like it's too bad off. This should kill between our physical plus the elemental, which it did. Go ahead and get haste back up on everybody. We got the supplement, beautiful, so go ahead with the slow hits, so now we're hastened. He's slowed. It's a beautiful set. Maybe we can scan? Are we gonna be 3 for 3? Beautiful. Weak to, looks like the light? Weak to light. Okay. You actually do have a mana set. Now that's interesting, right? And you're like, why? The dude just has mana, right? But that means he has mana usage, so in theory, you could run a long enough of a stall battle and you could actually win because the man's gonna run out of mana at some point.
All yours.
Whereas you're gonna have beyond more mana sustained than he does, so then you can just wreck him as a result of it. So interesting to note that. You are weak to light, so this one's gonna hurt a bit. Yeah, you know, just a good, what, like 6,000 damage or something like that? Nothing crazy. Get the withering on him, since you don't have anything that's super effective against him, but you can lower his stats, which never hurts. Tank not really doing much for us at the moment. It might even have made more sense to switch them into the Wushu, knowing that they're weak to light, and the Wushu actually has access to light.
Light.
Our light mage is gonna just hurt him right here. Oh yeah. That was free low.
Listen well, demigods. The Awisis of Wyndham have freed themselves from the Harmelans and are fighting to reclaim their former glory. We have seen the light that is dissonance and intend to share its wondrous freedom. Answer me this, Demigods. Do you really feel this world is worth your very lives to save? What could you, who reek of false purpose and pride, possibly accomplish? Would you really cast aside your families, your people, and even the future just to appease the Arbiters?
Maybe?
Alasia, you feel it, don't you? You feel your life force slipping away with each Astria summoning. Do you really have what it takes to finish the work of a demigod? Your silence speaks volumes. Why do this to yourself when you walk toward death? Are you truly satisfied? Join us!
You're still on the
I
recruitment
appreciate
pitching.
your
Come on
concern,
now.
if that is indeed what it is. But you need not worry about me. It is the ephemeral nature of my life that gives me purpose. I know I will not live forever, but I am strong because of that. And the summonings do not rob me of life. Rather, they make me feel even more alive. I am a demigod.
That
a
actually
guardian
makes a
of
lot more
harmony.
sense because
The
her
Astria and
summons
I are
actually require
united in our
HP
goal
rather
to
than
defend
MP.
it.
So that whole
You
mentioning
are
actually
either
makes a
too
lot more
stubborn or
sense
too
of a
foolish to
justification as to
understand.
why the summons
My
cost
words will not
HP rather
reach
than
you.
mana.
Wait,
Did I not make myself clear? I have nothing more to say, especially to you.
we've known each other since we first hatched. Does our friendship mean nothing to you?
Are you serious? You think I've abandoned you? You have only yourself to blame.
I was waiting for you to stop me.
Fine. Come to my side now.
It's too late for that. You may stand before me, but between our hearts looms a great ravine.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up!
Oh, that's a few more, huh?
There are too many of them. We need to fall back. Everyone, to Fedora! Fall back to Fedora! Getting stronger and stronger!
Fedora, it's time to go.
Get out of here!
We have enough for... Cress actually has enough for her to get the different Cosmo break, or at least I believe it's going to augment it to the different Cosmo break. It might require me to do something, or I might just have to grab it right here. Maybe I can switch between them, or maybe when I go to use the Cosmic Break, it'll show me like 2 different options. But this one summons Shala, the Virgo asteroid, to the battlefield to deal a huge amount of dark elemental damage. It gives us some good dark coverage because we really don't have all that much. Like, we have single target dark with Crest, but that's really about it up until we got that Cosmo break. I think everybody else is pretty well the same. I don't think we can really make any improvements here just yet. Alright, well, time to run. By run, I mean, I guess I could probably just teleport to the beginning of the area and then just walk through, maybe. Oh yeah, that's way quicker than walking our way through.
Fedora's in trouble!
Fedora, no.
Dad?
Alec, get out of here, now!
Dad.
I couldn't let the Awisis who attacked the Hevelians go unpunished. I grew my fruit hoping the people of this world would eat it, but only the Hevelians show me any respect.
Do you want all this chaos and dissonance? Is that what your fruit is for?
The world I dream of is one possessed of an even greater sense of harmony, one of a more colorful variety.
More colorful variety? I've no idea what you're talking about.
You're still young, but deep in your mind, you yearn for it too.
I see. I think I get it, Wendell. The harmony in my mind is a dull gray then.
Even in a remote place like this, the loss of harmony can still be felt. You demigods have work to do, right? Go on ahead, Alec.
Thank you, Wendell.
Thank you, Father of Alec.
I apologize on behalf of the Awisis.
Take care!
Wendell,
All right.
you have my gratitude.
A little bit, you know, anticlimactic towards the end there.
3 months to go, right? It was nice to see you.
Well, okay. New chapter.
The gift of harmony is truly breathtaking.
It's amazing. We can invade Wyndham immediately if we ride Fedora now. The Fruitless have probably made that town their base.
Yes, but we should seek more power from the Astria first. You all saw the temple's map in Zemar's house, I assume. Some we have yet to visit.
That's
Alasia,
true.
will your body be able to handle much more of this?
I may be older than Seryn, but I have yet to pass my prime.
Whatever you say, Grandma.
What will you do now,
Whatever you
Ulan?
say.
The decision is yours to make.
Has there been anything from the Arbiters?
Nothing
Of
at
course
present.
not. They
Perhaps
exist only
the
in
Arbiters
name
have
at
no
the moment.
interest in this world.
Hmm.
Alright, so something going on at the Ares Temple, which I believe we still have a quest within that area, although I believe it was locked behind a weather effect or something along those lines, which is relatively annoying, honestly, to deal with, for the fact that I just can't do some things because, oh, it's not the right weather pattern, but, you know, it's... I'm saying that we take a walk around the area here to see if we can pick up any more quests or whatnot, because there have been quests that have just, at least what felt like, randomly spawned in. So I want to make sure that I end up getting them. I'm sure it's probably like I have to trigger a certain cutscene or something like that for them to appear. But I want to make sure that we end up grabbing as many as we can. That way, we may even be able to complete some of them passively. Which is always nice, you know, a little extra bonus to whatever we're doing at the time. Not seeing anything so far here. You guys gave us a few quests. We might actually be running out at this point, which wouldn't surprise me too much. I think we still had maybe like 15 to 20 quests though, so they're here somewhere. Whether or not they're actually within this area or not, you know, entirely different thing. Hey, there's somebody. You're right on time. What happened? A little Pesca is bothering me. He's been asking me a lot of questions about you lately. What you eat? How you sleep? If you prefer tea, hot or cold? That's kind of sus, man, but okay. And I'm almost certain he's been rooting through my pockets. Can you ask him to stop stealing from me? I'm begging. Where can I find him? I'm not sure. Somewhere in town. I probably should make a mental note of what I have in my pockets.
Leave it to us.
Find Nui and Harmonia. Well, it looks like we gotta run around the town regardless if we want to make this happen. Or, you know, just go one screen over. Are you the Pisca who's been bugging in with so many questions? Don't be afraid, I don't want to harm you. I'm not afraid, so why aren't you saying anything? I adore you, of course he does. Nui, milady. Oh, milady? Probably not too easy to fit a fedora on that one, but I wanted to ask you something. You became a harnesser, right? Yes, only recently, though. Prove it. Okay, but kill 5 monsters of your choice, then come back and see me. Okay. Why am I taking quest from random kids. Who knows? But hey, you know, that's just the logic of these games. That's how that goes, right? See if the guild has any more things for us to hunt down. Not that we haven't already hunted. Alright, fair enough. See if the shop actually updated it all over here. I don't think this one generally does. No, it looks like this one actually might have. I definitely don't remember him having this many rings. So now we've got access to a curse ring, a slow ring, a dazzle ring, which I don't even know what dazzle does, so that's interesting. Anything else? Now we got access to more bracelets. They're not that fantastic, especially at that price. 120k for +4? 120k for a +4 defense increase? I don't know about that one, Chief. It looks like this one might actually give me earth immunity. That would not be bad. I'm not seeing any water immunity as of so far. Dark immunity, not bad. Wow, makes you weak to every single element in the game, but makes you immune to physical damage. I'm sure there's got to be a fight where that's actually useful. I just can't see it. Thief Cave? Well, apparently that works for 3 of our characters there, so may as well grab a few of those while we're at it, huh? Iron helmet, we already have one, but that only works for you. A bronze helmet. Eerie crown, nobody can make use of it. Plus 12 magical defense, that's not really much, but I'll take it. Cerulean hat, free stats, don't mind if I do. Oh, we've got some new weaponry. Definitely go ahead and grab a few of these. By that I mean grab all of like one before I run out of money. Alright, well, you know. I know we spent like an infinite amount of money on just expendables. Or consumables, I guess you'd call it, but you know, that's man, money runs out so fast. Probably should have bought some, you know, real items with that. It's kind of strange how armor is like relatively cheap in this game, but then the weapons are almost like double to even like triple the amount in comparison. I mean, maybe the weapons make that much of a difference to where that would be worthwhile for you, but I don't know. This one makes you weak to dark, water, fire, but you get some resistance to ice, and you outright nullify lightning, and you actually get some resistance to physical. Plus you get a little bit of a stat increase. You actually get some evasion up with that as well. Not that that's probably going to help our tank out all too much. +2? I mean, it's not much, but it's something. This one makes you weak to physical, light, and earth, but you get darkness immunity for +2/+1. I'm not convinced. That's a little too low in the stat department for me. Right, we didn't pick that one up because we didn't want the strength, at least not at the cost of our magic. All of that just gets worse for you. This makes you weak to everything, but you get some stats, and you outright nullify physical. Not even outright nullify, you actually absorb it. Does make you weak to every single element in the game, though. I mean, I guess we can try it for some time, and if it goes terribly, then we can just take it off them. Worst comes to worst. All of that stuff is worse. Okay, let's not equip that then, if that's the case. This one gives us some water resistance, and we get a few stats. We get a lightning weakness, but that's not exactly common, so I'm not too worried about that. For you, this one we get the dark absorption. We also get wind and ice resistance, but then we also become weak to earth, light physical. We haven't really used you in quite a bit anyways, so I'm not too worried what we end up throwing on you. +2. It's straight up only a +2? Alright, well, you know, if it's just straight up extra better stats, then why not, right? Earth absorption, dark resistance, physical resistance, but also weaker to light, lightning, and wind. I don't think that's too bad for us. Free stats for you, why not? Free stats. Alright, so really we want weapons back at this point. So the kid just wants kills at this point. And it actually wants us to go to the Ares Temple for our main quest. Check out the rest of the areas while we're at Harmonia here to see if we can pick up any more.
Birds like to attack from above.
Roasted? I can't go into this house, although there was nothing in last time because that sends me back to the passage. I don't need to go back to the passage because we have 100% completion, so we don't need to be here. Alright, you know, I was just making sure. Did say there was actually something in there in my lid. I knew it. Zemar Chronomancer token. Okay, alright. Hey, you know what? It's for Jester, which we haven't really played in a minute, which I kind of considered playing. Now that we should actually have a good amount of good tokens for once. Where, like, winning should actually be more realistic for us. But, I don't know. Maybe not right now. Anybody else got a quest for me over here? Anybody else? No? Alright. Anybody got a quest for me? Anybody at check out the springs while we're here. Alright. All we have left is the orchard at this point. Although we have the quest from that guy. Except the quest for his, it required us going during a sandstorm or something along those lines. Apparently I could actually play Jester with this guy, but I don't feel the need to do so. Alright then, it said we didn't actually go to some of the temples, but it also didn't unlock said temples for us. So I guess we just go over to the Ares Temple. But we will go ahead and leave that for next episode. Alright, so that's going to be the end of this episode. We completed the Gemini Temple. We got ourselves a new power for our ring. We got a few nice little upgrades here and there. A little bit new armor. Eventually, we'll end up getting ourselves some new weapons here once we, you know, can actually afford to do so. No new subclasses, no new support classes, unfortunately, unless they actually draw me something here. They did not. Alright, so, you know, there's still a little bit of work to be done in that regard. But that'll be it for this episode. Appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe as per usual, and we'll see you in the next one. See ya.